John Franz, virtual consultant with 95.5, and I wanted to talk to you for a minute today about a phenomenal book. You know, if there's one thing I wish I could do more of, it's read more books. I've got a wife and 5 kids, a busy professional life. You just don't have enough time to read. But if you're not currently reading a book and you're looking for something good to read, let me recommend to you one of my favorite authors, Malcolm Gladwell, in a book that he wrote called Blink. Blink is about a really interesting topic called thin slicing. And thin slicing to me has a lot to what we talk about when we talk about yellow lights. In Blink, Malcolm talks about the concept that in the blink of an eye, a human being has a unique ability to make a very quick and accurate decision. Now he says you do have to have a tremendous amount of experience in the thing that you're experiencing. So imagine a professional salesperson like you and I that have spent hours upon hours upon hours meeting with clients, putting deals through pipelines. You really get good at what you do. In Blink, Malcolm talks about this thing called thin slicing, which says that with very little input, you can begin to make very accurate decisions. And that's exactly what we talk about when we talk about yellow lights. Whether you think it, feel it, and say it with tact, there are times that you just don't know why you feel something. And that's what Malcolm's talking about in Blink. He calls it thin slicing. He says that the human mind has a unique ability to just gather very limited amounts of information and make a very quick and accurate decision once you've paid the price to get good at something. Well, you and I have paid that price. We're good at what we do, and we sometimes make very quick and accurate decisions that things aren't going the way they should be. We call those yellow lights. Based on what we talk about and based on what Malcolm said in this book, I cannot reinforce with you enough the need to slow down and pay attention to what you're thinking and feeling. Again, Malcolm refers to it as thin slicing. We refer to it as yellow lights. It's an uncanny ability to just feel that something is not right. You can't justify it. Malcolm tells story after story after story where people can't justify it with scientific reason. Tells a great story in the beginning of the book about some people who see this piece of art and they just know it's not real. They can't defend it. Matter of fact, the defense, the scientific defense, says that it is real. But these few people, these few experts in their field, say that it's a fake. And it goes on. Well, I won't tell you the rest of the story. You read it and figure it out. But great book. It's really, probably about 250 pages or so. If you've never read Malcolm Gladwell, he also wrote a book called Tipping Point, which I highly recommend. Another book called Outliers, which I highly recommend. One of my favorite authors of all time, actually. And this book, Blink, although it's not a sales book, really has a tremendous amount to do with this thing that we call sales. So my recommendation to you this week, go out, buy Blink by Malcolm Gladwell and start reading. I think you'll love it.